This week, we're in the hills outside of Tortona at La Colombera. This is Elisa Semino's place, and around here, they call her the Queen of Timorasso. Timorasso is an ancient local grape, nearly forgotten after the Second World War and overlooked for decades. Now, suddenly, everyone's paying attention. One of Piedmont's great white wines is finally having its moment. And Elisa was there before the buzz. In the 90s, she bet on this land and this grape. 20 hectares of stubborn, mineral-rich hillsides, the kind of ground that makes life hard for vines and great for wine. Quietly, patiently, she helped bring Timorasso back from the edge. Today, we're here to walk the land, taste the wine, and see why Timorasso's revival was worth the wait.
To Timorasso.
Welcome to Inside the Vines.
Good morning on a classic Piemontese morning. Foggy. We're here to visit our great friend, Elisa Semino at La Colombera. And she is the queen of Timorasso, indigenous grape from here in the area of Piedmont. And there she is right now. Ciao, Elisa. Elisa Semino. She's just a dynamo, a gal from a little town of Vaud, but with big dreams, and she believed in this grape, Timorasso.
Were you born here? Is this where you grew up?
Yeah.
And how many generations has this been in your family?
My brother and I is 4 generations.
4th generation.
My grandfather planted the vineyard but sold the grape, and my father began with the winemaking and with time for the bottles.
And when was the Timorasso planted here?
We planted Timorasso the first time in 1997.
Timorasso is a really interesting story. It was a grape that was almost extinct. Very few producers recultivated it back in the 90s, and Elisa and her family, they were the third. And now it's come back. It's become very popular.
There's so much excitement behind it.
Yeah.
This revival of an ancient grape. I'm super excited to be here and learn about it because the concept to me is really mind-blowing. You think of wine as a novice, and what do people think of? They think of maybe 6 to 10 key varietals: Pinot Grigio, Merlot, Chardonnay. But in Italy, it's a totally different thing. There's maybe 1,000 indigenous grapes that are ancient, growing in Italy, and not being used to make wine for consumers to drink. So what La Colombera is doing is taking this ancient grape, Timorasso, and building a winery out of it.
Timorasso is very difficult to grow in the vineyard, but the wine is incredible.
Yes.
It's very long
It's
lived.
difficult, but you did it anyway.
Yes, it's difficult, but when we taste, we are so happy.
But when you say incredible, it's because it's so unique.
It's unique because it's rain grape. It's very long-lived, very mineral. It's strong wine, but so elegant. And more people say this is the white Barolo.
So you guys want to walk over to the vineyards?
Yes, please.
Take a look?
Absolutely.
Yes, please. I will.
Thank you.
Wow. The roses look good. Look at this one.
This is our best vineyard. This is Il Montino vineyard. We planted this vineyard in 1997. We select this location because here we have more white soil, more limestone, clay soil and limestone, very important for the Timorasso. And this particular rocks, this white stone is marl, and this is the root of the vineyard. We select this part of La Colombera, the best part for the Timorasso. We select the vine in the very old vineyards in Colli Tortonesi, and we plant this historical Timorasso plant with massal selection.
The massal planting is where you regenerate the vineyard from the plant itself.
Yes. In my opinion, is better for the characteristic, for the quality, because we have different characteristics. If you plant a clone, you have only one characteristic, but maybe is the better characteristic, but it's not all characteristic of this the variety.
That's great. Can we take a closer look at the vineyards?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Eating my first Montino grape. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
Cati.
the acidity is very high.
Woo!
Very tart.
It'll strip the enamel off your teeth, this acid.
A characteristic of this grape, Timorasso, is the very good acidity, and is fantastic for us because it's so good for aging the white wines. But this is not good.
Little.
Timorasso is very sensitive to the botrytis. It's a big problem.
It's funny, botrytis is, you know, it's a rot that happens in vineyards, but it's also known as the noble rot, because in some areas they really want this to happen, but in other areas, and here in particular, they don't. They want to preserve the acid. And in the end, what will that do to the wine, flavor-wise, if you have a little bit of botrytis wine?
Botrytis is a problem for with apple flavor.
Too much.
Highlight when it's young is a little part of fruit, vegetable, and with time arrive the minerality. But if we have the botrytis, we have the apple flavor, the different flavor to the young fruit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
There is this historical vineyard.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
You look, in past there were a Roman amphitheater here, yes, here, yes, historical, and now we are a vineyard, and there is Timorasso, the green part.
Has anybody tried planting Timorasso in another place?
Yeah, but this soil, this microclimate, the characteristic of Timorasso is the origin is here. The origin of Nebbiolo, Barolo is in Barolo. Yeah.
Definitely. We have to taste soon. We're talking too much about Timorasso
Good,
without
perfect.
taste. And it's yeah, it's about time we can taste. It's noon somewhere.
Time to tasting.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Well, let's go back.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Please taste.
Okay.
This is our Tortona Timorasso 22, the vintage.
Tortona is the old name for Tortona.
Yes, for the town. Yes, the town of Tortona.
It's interesting just eating the grapes out in the vineyards. I can connect the taste of the grapes, the acidity, to
Yes.
what I'm smelling now.
Yes, very good acidity, very good flavor. Now it's so young, but arrive with time. The minerality, the stone, the rocks, the terroir of the area.
So much complexity for a white wine.
Yeah.
There's a new flavor for me. Pastry cream or lemon curd, some kind of thing on this one.
Classic, you know, Timorasso.
Classic.
Really,
Yeah.
really intense, beautiful, forward acidity, you know, with a minerality behind it, and then the finish is that kind of rounded fruit. Keith was alluring to a little bit of pastry cream, kind of lemon cream thing. So smooth. Drinking great. Great, Elisa.
Thank you. And now, Il Montino, singular vineyard, singular crew. The winemaking for Tortona and Montino is the same, only stainless steel.
The intensity on this is
It's very
another
different.
level.
Yeah, very different.
It's very different, Tortona to Montino. Tortona is more round, with Il Montino, Montino is more intenso.
It's amazing the difference that a vineyard can make.
Wow. Great cuisine wine.
Tortona is perfect by glass, and Il Montino need pairing with the food.
The acidity is so balanced with the extract and the power. It's very round, like you said. More,
Because it's very rich,
yeah,
but balance for the acidity is elegance.
really nice.
So I'm excited to taste the grappa.
Okay.
Grappa for lunch, grappa all day long.
Voila.
There is a little bit of like underbrush, dank, like kind of forest floor, but a very pretty style, you know, smoothed out, very easy, elegant.
Well, it's easy and smooth, but it's not too soft and round. It still has sharpness.
Very nice. Okay, little toast.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
To Timorasso.
Thank you. Thank you. See you in New York.
Amazing morning here tasting with Elisa. You know, this winery, it's incredible because just 10, 15 years ago, this reality of Timorasso wasn't really in existence, you know. This has emerged as just a meteor coming out of this area, and it's really captivated a lot of top restaurants, not only in New York, but around the world.
I think arguably the most noble white grape in Italy now. Timorasso has catapulted itself to the upper echelon of white grape variety in Italy. This is just starting to bubble. You know, it's just becoming something really big. I can't imagine what this is going to be in another 10 or 20 years.
Yeah, it's just amazing to me, the concept of reviving an ancient grape. Yeah, that's indigenous to your region.
I think about what La Colombera is doing, taking a variety of wine very few people have heard of, and then ultimately producing one of the great wines of the region. It's something that's just totally mind-blowing.
I love those wines.
Me too.
We got to get going. Another appointment.
Road.
Let's go.
The road.